Good morning. It is July 1st. It is 8:57 in the morning. They're cutting trees across the street, which is very annoying when you try to work and trying to edit or trying to record something. But this morning, at lunch, Brian Bird from the WBE, the CEO, and I are going to do an interview. And in this interview, we'll hear all the new things that are going on, but also the common word that you're going to hear is why. Why put on such a big event? Why not start a new league? Why invest $3.25 plus million? That's just the payouts to put on an event that's never been seen before. How does this help our industry? And hopefully I can ask the questions and get the answers. I want to be respectful. I want to be honest. I want to keep it real. But I also want to make sure that we don't do a puff piece. And this is not saying anything against anybody else. I think that with this being a pay-per-view event, I think some of the questions need to be asked. How did this start? What is the motivation? Can this succeed if we don't see X amount of pay-per-view views? Do we get another one of these, or is this one and done? Why? And hopefully, to be honest, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm a little bit apprehensive at the same time because I don't want to disrespect anybody. Like I say in the videos, hate less, fish more. I think this is a great opportunity for the industry, but why? So this is going to be an interesting interview, and I'm doing this little intro beforehand because it's still 3 hours before we do the interview, but I probably need to psych myself up a little bit and make sure that I ask the questions I think we all want to know, and that's the goal. Hopefully, I might have to grow a new pair, but you want to know what? I think the why of this is very important. So right now you're going to see this interview with Brian Bird, the CEO of the World Bass Enterprise, the biggest bass fishing tournament of all time, and myself sitting down for a little time, talking fishing and asking why. Here we go. Our next guest is hosting the world's biggest bass fishing tournament, October 28th through November 1st on Old Hickory Lake. They will have $3.25 million in payouts. The top 25 elite anglers and the top 25 from the BPT are qualified. Also, if you win a tournament, you're qualified to have one unanimous champion. They just announced Riley Green will be headlining October 30th at the Pinnacle in Nashville. They're going to have an expo at the Gaylord Opryland, which is the hardest word to say on the face of the earth with this brain. And they're going to have not only the expo, a flyover, concerts, food trucks, you name it. It will be the biggest bass fishing event we have ever seen. Please welcome CEO of World Bass Enterprise, Brian Bird. Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Steve. How are you?
Good. Thank you for this time.
Oh man, it's a pleasure to be here. I've watched several of your podcasts. I'm a fan of yours. I think you do a great job for the bass world, trying to keep it going in the right direction. And we're glad to be here and be able to do this interview with you this morning. Out of all the stuff that you've announced, right? I tell everybody it's the gift that just keeps on giving. And I'm going to share the biggest announcement yet, right? I'm fixing to drop it to you right now. So out of all the things we just talked about, all the money that could be won, World Bass Enterprises is going to be allowing 2 everyday Joes to fish in this bass tournament. And what does that mean? That means if you fished a minimum of 5 tournaments in your lifetime, bass fishing tournaments, and you have never fished professionally of any kind on any trail or any league, if you buy the pay-per-view subscription to watch the streaming of the Champions Tournament, we will be giving away August 20th of this year 2 chances to fish in the Champions Tournament. What does that mean? That means that you're going to be treated just like the professional angler as an average day Joe. You're going to get free entry into the tournament. You're going to get free hotel rooms. You're going to get the $3,000 preloaded debit card. You're going to get to go to media day. You're probably going to have more cameras on you than the professionals. I mean, this is a storyline in itself, right? You're going to go to opening ceremonies. You're going to go to the champions dinner. You're going to the Riley Green concert. And if you can fish and hang with these guys, who knows? You might win some money. I mean, so the world's always wanted to see it. I've seen it since we made this announcement all the way back in January of this year. You know, give somebody an opportunity to fish in this tournament. You know, we want to see it. You know, it's been asked for forever, and we're doing it. You know, we're stepping out. We're going to make it happen, and I can't wait to meet these 2 individuals, who they are, man, woman. I don't know who it's going to be, but there will be two winners of this opportunity to fish in the Champions Tournament, and we're really excited to announce that today.
That is awesome. That is huge. To be honest, I can't even fathom thinking about some average Joe getting in there, maybe from Old Hickory Lake, that knows the place really darn well, and have an opportunity to win. First place is $1.25 million. That's life-changing.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, they could be there. They could be at Nashville. They could be coming from California. I don't know. But I do know this. There's a lot of hammers out there that just fish in tournaments around the country. I fish in a couple of trails here back home in Texas. And, I mean, I'm not saying these guys are going to go out and beat them. I mean, but if they found the fish, I mean, I'm saying that they can fish. I can promise you that. So, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You know, there's some average day Joes that they ain't sure know how to fish. I mean, you know, like I said, you have to have fished 5 years and can never have fished professionally, or the 2, you know, main things there that allow you to be in the tournament. So you're talking about college anglers that fish all over the world that can fish in it. One of those, it could be a college angler that wins. You know, they can fish.
Yeah.
You know, 18 years of age and older, you have to be. So there's some high school kids that are going to meet that criteria that can fish. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So you and I have talked a couple times on the phone and texted a few times too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get like a little bit about you, if you don't mind me asking, and ask a couple questions. Because I think, you know, like, I think what you're doing is outstanding. But I think everyone has this, like, you know, you and I have talked about it. There's been the PTSD from DTF. And I don't think you're anything like Ethan. No, not even in the ballpark. You've been established yourself as a very successful businessman. You've got all this stuff working. But for me and for other people, how did this whole event come to fruition? When did you start thinking about it? And then what made you go, you want to know what? I want to put my money behind this.
Goes back to 2 summers ago. Me and some friends that were fishing the opens. I had been fishing with them, not in the opens, but I had fished with them throughout, you know, the last few years, and they were up in Minnesota fishing the opens, trying to qualify for the Elite Series, and they invited me up. They were in between there. They were fishing, not Mille Lacs, Leech. They just finished up Leech, and they were heading to Wisconsin to fish there, and La Crosse there on the river, and there was like a 10, 15-day break, and they invited me up, and we just went smallmouth fishing, had some fun. We built campfires at night, had some cocktails, drank, and they're a bunch of younger guys, a lot younger than me. You know, these guys were in their 20s, and we just started talking about bass fishing in general at night. You know, we all loved the sport. We we talked about the two leagues that are out there, and how really each one has their own internal championship, but there's really not in my opinion, a true what come to find out there's really not a true world championship out there. And I asked them why nobody had ever done it. They really couldn't answer. And we started envisioning it, talking about the fires. Like, could you imagine you'd do this, you would do that, and you'd offer the biggest paydays. We just talked about it for 2 or 3 days there, and we all went back home, and that kind of went away. And then me and Dalton Smith, who's a really good friend of mine, was fishing the opens again the next year, and I think they were back at Leech Lake again, and he was up there. Invited me back. Me and my wife went up there to go hang out with him and his fiance, and just go smallmouth fishing, just have fun. I loved it up there. There's a little lake called Woolman Lake. We rented a little cabin, me and the wife did there, and we talked about it. We brought it up again that while we were on that trip, and I'd sold my electric company. I agreed to stay to work for them for 3 years. And I knew that was coming to an end, and I wanted to do something. And everybody kept asking me what I was going to do next. And, after just visiting with those guys and came back home, we reached out to a firm that I've worked with for many years, told them what I was wanting to do. They sent me over to some attorneys out in LA, told them what they specialize in and doing this type of stuff. And then, from there, we hired Excel Sports. And from Excel Sports, we went and hired, I think our next hire was Go West Creative. And we just started building the team and decided, hey, we're going to do this, right? And, we're going to put on the biggest fishing tournament the world's ever seen. We're going to offer the biggest paydays. There's always people complaining that the paydays are not enough to support, fishing full time. And, in doing so, I feel like we're bringing a lot of non-endemic sponsorship to the table. People will see that, I believe, when they come to the tournament, and grow the sport, make it bigger, make it better, bring more viewership, bring more people to the industry, and make it better for everyone. The trails that are out there, the professional trails that are already existing. World Bass Enterprises does not want to start another professional fishing trail. That's not what this is about. This is about, in my opinion, crowning a true world champion in the same year of fishing with the best anglers in the world out of different leagues. There's no delay. These anglers are the ones that are fishing their best at this time, and we're going to go straight into a world championship tournament, to where the other leagues, you qualify this year and then you fish a championship the following year in March. Just don't make sense to me. I'm not knocking them. That's the way they run their business. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like as a fan, and even if I was an angler, a professional angler, and I'm fishing good, I don't want to wait 7 months from now to go and fish a championship. If I'm fishing good right now, I want to go right into another tournament where the championship is, the money's good, and I'm fishing well. I believe in myself. I'm confident. And there's a lot of mental, as anybody in bass fishing, mentally, there's a lot to it. So,
momentum plays.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's how we got here. That's where we're at today. That's how we got here. And that's kind of the long story, but anyway, we're here. No. A lot of cool things going on.
Yeah, that's for sure. Did your dad? Did you get introduced into the outdoors by your dad, or how did you get introduced into the outdoors?
Yeah, my father. I mean, shoot, he loved bass fishing. That was one of his. I mean, he played golf and he liked to go hunt, but if he could do anything outdoors, it was bass fishing. When I was 6 years old, he had a friend that he went to high school with. His family owned a large ranch in Coleman, Texas. And they had like 4 of the best ponds. We call them tanks here in Texas, but ponds, stock ponds. And we had tubes. I don't know if you remember the old tube that you set in. You take the old inner tube from a tire. you wrap it with a canvas, it had like a canvas wrap with a zipper inside, and it had this little seat that you set in, and you had 2 pouches. I remember I had a spinner bait, but I had a lot of man's worms. I threw man's worms as my favorite bait. I still catch some big fish on man's worms today, by the
Good
way.
product. Good product.
Been around for a long time. Man's grape worm.
Yeah, they smell good too.
Yeah, in the 9-inch. I mean, it's
Yeah.
weird. I've thrown them all, but the 9-inch is the secret. But I mean, that's what I grew up doing, fishing in them stock ponds with my dad, just shooting the summertime just about every weekend. That's what we did. And so I just fell in love with it. And, I've been blessed with other businesses that I've started and built, and we're able to grow into very successful companies, sold them off. And, I just want to give back to the sport and make something cool happen. And hopefully the fans love it. The anglers love it. And I can't wait to see it. It's getting close. It's funny. Eileen, she's on the Go West side. She's kind of in charge. She's kind of the boss. She's like, we are. She's like, we are 111 days from load in, Brian. I'm like, I know, we're cool. Tickets are going on sale. Tickets are on sale now. The VIP
so the pay-per-view tickets are available now to start purchasing.
Well, so yeah, everything's up and running now. I mean, the hotel rooms are on sale. VIP, there's 4 different VIP passes. They're on sale. Our merchandise store is up and running on the website. There's a boat giveaway that ties into the merch store. Like when you buy merch, it gives you chances to win this 21-foot beautiful, awesome Ranger bass boat, and then the pay-per-view as well. And then not only are we giving away the 2 Average Joe spots on the pay-per-view, we're giving away ATVs, we're giving away alligator hunts, fishing trips, a trip to Puerto Rico, to the Bahamas, all expenses paid. There's a lot of stuff. But you just go to the website, worldbassenterprises.com, and everything's living there, right? That's where you go and sign up for everything. You can buy anything you want. And it tells you all the rules and how everything works. Really simple. You just go to worldbassenterprises.com and, get your pay-per-view. If you're wanting to attend, I mean, I would do both. Like if I'm going to attend, I'm going to buy that $50 pay-per-view just for that chance to potentially have that opportunity to fish in the champions. But if you're in Nashville hanging out and the wife wants to do something different that day, pull up your iPhone, whatever, you can still watch the tournament and watch what's going on. If you want to attend it live there in Nashville, the concert, Riley Green, anything, it's all on sale. It's all there. And we're excited and looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's without question the biggest event we've ever had in fishing, without any question. Now, you're probably going to hear this. I did a video about this, and after seeing, you did a great interview with Best on Tour. I think it was Best on Tour. I apologize if I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Those guys do a great job. Great job. And you talked about that the pay-per-view is $50. You're going to have, and I did a video talking about it, but you and I had talked about it a little bit earlier. What do you, other than having this opportunity to fish and the winning the boats and the ATVs and the cruises and all that other stuff, what would you say to the naysayers that go, we've gotten this for free for so long, why would we pay $50?
Well, what you have gotten free for so long is a tournament.
About that big.
Yeah, you get to watch it. I mean, you get to watch a tournament and a weigh-in, and that's it. I mean, we are. I mean, and that's what I would say. I mean, I could go on. I'm not going to do that, but this is something. I think 3 or 4 or 5 years, 2, 3 years down the road, it's probably not a pay-per-view event because we will have proven everything in the concept. And, our goal is to make it to where it's streamed on some major network and, then they get it to watch it that way. But who knows? Maybe it stays a pay-per-view event. It's $50. We're not charging $100. And I mean, this is for 5 days of streaming as well, right? You get to watch the Pro-Am, you get to watch opening ceremonies, you get to watch media days, you get to watch the champions dinner. I mean, do you get to watch all of that for free right now? Do you
No.
get to watch it at all? Do you get to watch any of it? Do you have any idea of what the anglers are experiencing? No, you don't. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we're doing it the way we're doing it. And, we keep adding to it to make it where, $50, is a lot of money.
It isn't much.
I mean, not anymore. $50 used to go a long ways, but me and my wife had dinner last night at a local Mexican food restaurant here. I had fajitas. She had some pork, smoked pork tacos, and we drank tea, and it was $44. Okay. I mean, so, if you want to pick it apart and be one of those people and say, I ain't paying $50, don't do it. I don't care. Stay at home. Don't even, whatever, I'm looking for the person that's like, man, this is awesome. This is fun. I want to be part of this. Let's go. I mean, shoot. I mean, that's who we're catering to is those people. The doubters, the namesayers, they can't doubt us no more. I mean, this is happening. I mean,
yeah,
contracts are signed, bills have been paid. We got partners on for streaming. We got partners on. I mean, we're there. I mean, this is happening. So, go ahead.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. And using MLF as the production crew or production part of it is probably one of the better parts of this. They're established. It isn't something you have to build. We know we're going to get the best quality video and audio and the extra footage and all that other stuff. I mean, as you said, and as I told Patrick that was in here, you're always going to have the good guys and the bad guys. That's just what this is. What you're offering is something that we've never seen before. And it's in my opinion, it's impressive just knowing what this industry is like. And I'm excited for it. As I told you, when you and I talked about it, hey, you called me back that day and said, imagine if you had an opportunity to fish this, what would you say, Steve? And I was like, you heard my excitement that day.
Yeah.
I was exploding, and it's an opportunity. So hopefully the people that are like that can just get behind what this is, because it's very important, especially the concerts and everything else. Are you guys still building to try to get more and more stuff to do giveaways or do other things to keep promoting this, to keep building this experience for the people who are fans and are going to buy the pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, I expect there to be announcements all the way up to the tournament. I mean, there's more and more coming. I mean, yes, there's more to offer. Now, I don't know. I mean, I call it the gift that keeps on giving, right? I mean, Randy Moss, his boat that he's fishing out of right now, it's called the Rookie.
Chasing 10.
Chasing 10. I mean, that boat's being given away Saturday night at the Champions Dinner. Phoenix has stepped in. They're going to be giving a boat away at this event. You can sign up for it at the park or at the expo. That boat will be given away at the Champions Dinner on Saturday night. The boat that is being given away for the merch store. I mean, that's 3 boats I just named given away at this event.
Yeah.
Is there ever, I mean, I ain't talking about the ATVs. There's 2 $30,000 ATVs. There's fishing trips to go hunt alligators. There's some of the best guides in Texas on Lake Fork and Lake Ivy fishing trips there. There's going to be a trip to Puerto Rico, all expenses paid, 5 nights, 6 days. I mean, has this ever been done before? Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen that many boats been given away at a bass tournament? I mean, Riley
it's a
Green,
true fan experience is the best way to put it.
Yeah. And we haven't even talked about all their performers and all there's going to be bands playing throughout the whole day there at the park at Saunders Ferry Park. there's going to be kid zones where there's a petting zoo, there's a BB gun range, there's an archery range, there's rides for kids to ride. The adult zones. I mean, there's so much. There's going to be a apparel to buy. There's going to be, there's going to be almost a little mini expo out there at the lake. There's going to be boat rides, boats that are out there you can go. And, I don't know, Phoenix is going to be doing boat rides, if you're interested in buying a new boat. There's just so much to experience and do that. There's a Pro-Am on Sunday, right? Your normal Pro-Am is anglers that didn't qualify to fish in the tournament, that didn't even get to fish in the tournament. This Pro-Am is totally different. Our Pro-Am is the top 15 anglers in the world that are going to be fishing in the Pro-Am. You're not fishing with somebody that didn't even make the tournament. You're fishing with the guys that actually, somebody's going to be fishing with the world champion of the champions, right? I mean, that's the difference in this tournament. It's never, I could keep going on and on about all the different things that we're doing, but it's going to be something to see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people that are already have bought tickets, buying tickets. It's my biggest fear is we're not going to have enough room at the park, and we're going to. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do when that happens, but
hopefully that does happen. That would be unbelievable. It'd be disappointing, but unbelievable at the same time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it'll hold, we think, around 10,000 people. So we'll see.
Is there a goal on how many pay-per-view people you'd like to see? And at the same time, is there a number that you want to reach so that this can continue down the line?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it just depends on how the sponsorships wrap up and how the concert does. I mean, there's some, if we could sell 100,000 subscriptions of the pay-per-view, I think that keeps us going. But, our goal is to sell more. I mean, 200,000 would be better subscriptions to sell. And doing everything else, we actually going to make money at that. So, I mean, and if we just break even, I'm even willing to lose some money. But if I lose a lot of money, I'm not going to keep doing this. But
yeah,
I poured my heart and soul into this. I can tell you that. I've done everything I can think of. I stay up at night thinking we'll do this to help promote it. This ought to bring more people. This ought to get more attention. This ought to make people want to, participate more, do this more. I mean, I've done everything I can to put on. I mean, I know it's going to be the biggest tournament the world's ever seen. I think it's but I do. Me and Dalton were talking last night, and I got a feeling that we're fixing to surprise the world, not only with the tournament, but just with attendance, with people that actually do participate in this pay-per-view. I got a good feeling. I'm feeling pretty good about things.
Yeah, that's good. I'm excited. I mean, I think I've told you I'm excited about it. I think it's an opportunity to put the sport more into a mainstream than we've ever had. We don't have that coverage on ESPN anymore. We don't have, it's a different society the way fishing is happening, and to have one unanimous champion, whoever it might be, with an elite angler or an MLF angler, BPT angler, is really exciting. Is there any, in the future, would you ever look at inviting someone from maybe the AOI winner from the ABT, or the EQ winner, or the EQ winner, or the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit AOI winner, or the MPFL? Is there any thought on adding those in the upcoming years?
Yep, no doubt about it. Year two, there will definitely be opportunities. We looked at bringing in, your elite qualifier, the EQ qualifier, the same on the majors with their qualifiers. Bringing in the one that wins that, NPFL, of course, getting them involved, and then out there on the West Coast, bringing in, a couple some of their anglers.
Or Bass, yeah.
One of the probably BAM is what they'll be. This is our first year, so trying to throw all that together and pull all that together, it really was not something we wanted to do. We just wanted to start with what we started with. But yes, I can assure you, year two, those other leagues that are professional fishing tours that have anglers fishing in them, there will be opportunity for them to compete in this tournament year two, which, we've talked about internally, year two for us is going back to Nashville and fishing a different lake. We won't announce that lake right now. We don't want to reinvent the wheel our second year, but we love Nashville. Nashville's been real cool. I like the town. I think it's a great place to host a tournament like this. And, we've even talked about year three where we potentially go. Orlando's kind of number one right now as maybe where we go for year three. That could change. But, we're always talking about how we grow this thing and make it better each and every year. And we get more people involved. So, definitely. It's not, are we considering it? It's just, yes, let's get year one behind us, and then we'll come right behind year one with the announcements for year two and who all can qualify and how they can qualify. And they will all be able to participate, and looking forward to that as well.
Yeah. In picking Old Hickory, was it just because it was near Nashville and was convenient? Because that's going to be a tough place to fish in October, November.
Yeah. I mean, it mainly came down whenever we were out there at Nashville. We knew we wanted to go to Nashville. We went and toured some lakes in the area. There were two lakes that really were in close proximity of Nashville that we thought were the best two lakes as far as proximity and getting anglers back and forth. And then from there we had this big vision of having a big fall type festival outside in the fall for the people to experience there where the weigh-ins taking place. We just didn't want a weigh-in stage and, that's it. I mean, so that Saunders Ferry Park, when we saw it there at Old Hickory Lake, it's 80 acres. I've never seen a park like it with a boat ramp like it in my career of traveling. And when we saw it, we just fell in love with it. We could envision everything that we're wanting to put together and have it there at that big park. And, but we talked to the locals, said, it used to have a lot of grass in it. And back in the day, it was really great. And they came in there and killed the grass, I think, and took it out. And it's a tough fishery, but I've also talked to a lot of people that just, you never know what the weather's going to be like. But I don't know.
Having it someplace where it's cool too, like you could come down here in October, November, and it would be still a little bit warm.
Yeah.
At least you're not dealing with, rain, but it's nice to be up there where the weather is going to be a little more, hopefully even or, stable.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I expect the weights to be pretty tight, which I like that. The weights are reset on Saturday anyway for Championship Saturday. So, I mean, it's going to make it really cool. And I think the tough fishery is fun. I think it's good. I think I think they're going to surprise us and probably catch more fish, bigger fish than anybody's thinking. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. Okay, let's talk about, you have Riley Green on October 30th. Who else? You have Trace Atkins too, don't you?
Trace Atkins will be singing the national anthem championship morning. Riley
Green.
Yeah, Riley Green's the concert Friday night. Lee Greenwood is going to be singing God Bless the USA at the opening ceremonies. He'll be singing the national anthem on Thursday morning, the start of the tournament. We're going to have Bill Dance there shooting the cannon. It's going to be an old shotgun style start. What's really cool is there at the opening ceremonies that Wednesday night, we're going to have the AOYs come up and we're going to do a coin toss. We have a WBE coin that we've had made for the coin toss, and do a coin toss to see which group goes out first. Yeah. And all that's going to be streamed live, right, on your paper. People, you don't get to see that stuff, right, on a normal streaming of a tournament. So I mean, just there's so many cool things that we're doing. There's a whole lot more. I wish I had the list of performers in front of me. I don't have them, but there's bands playing throughout the whole day. There at Saunders Ferry Park, I think there's 5 bands a day that perform for like an hour. Um, Six Wire is going to be playing, I think, at the Champions Dinner. Very notable group of artists there. They just, I think, did a deal with the Kelseys there in Nashville, and they opened for them on his tight end tour thing that he does.
Yeah, tight end school or something like that.
Yeah. Six Wire was there, really playing for them, opening for all their artists. So I mean, I know there's a couple more I'm forgetting, and I apologize, but yeah, I mean, lots of talent as far as the music world is concerned, playing throughout the whole week. So
yeah, it sounds like everything's just, I know it's been months in the works, but it's slowly coming together and getting bigger and bigger. And everyone should be going to worldbassenterprise.com. Go there. I would think it'd be a bonus for everyone to sign up, purchase the pay-per-view. I know I will. I'm going to cover it. I'm hoping to get out there. I'm going to see what you guys are doing, media stuff.
Who knows? You might win that entry into the tournament.
I mean, let's be honest, Brian. You and I have talked. I get into that tournament. It would be a shame for me to go in there and cook all those guys' asses, because that's the kind of angler I am. Yeah. And I'm joking, of course. Some smart ass is going to Steve. But the opportunity to have the chance to win $1.25 million, the average Joe like me, is something that will never probably ever happen unless you try to compete at that level of the Classic, or qualify through the EQs or the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit to get to that level. And even then, $300,000 is to the winner. I think what is fourth place $300,000? No, third place is $300,000.
Third place is 300. Second's 500.
Yeah.
Fourth is 200. Fifth is 100. Usually, by the time you get to fifth place at any other tournament in the world, you're down to like $10,000.
Yes, in every almost, except maybe if you're in the BPT, but everyone else, it's $10,000 is that minimum. Well, yeah. I can't wait to see what's going on. As I told you, I'll help promote as much as I can anytime you need me. And all you gotta do is just, you know me, y'all, you can text me and say, hey, Steve, this is what's going on. I'll do another video. Yeah. I can't wait for this to happen. I'm hoping to get up to Nashville. I know a couple people in Nashville, which is great. So I might ask them to stay at their house. So
Media Day, we're inviting all the people that we've done podcasts with in the media as well. For Media Day, you'll have access to the anglers. If you want to come in, talk to them. I mean, have your little area, set up a little table, do a podcast with some of them. I mean, we want everybody to be able to experience this. So that invitation will be coming.
Yes, I know that, and I appreciate it. Okay, before I let we go, anything we missed that we should know that you can drop without Patrick then telling me that I need to delete that segment out of this conversation?
Man, I can't think of it. I mean, we've talked about and covered so much. I mean, and that's just it. Every time I talk to somebody about this, they're like, how are you keeping up with all this? I'm like, man.
Well, I know you're going on vacation.
Yes. I am looking forward to it.
You probably deserve it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. But I've enjoyed being on here with you, Steve, and appreciate all you've done for bass fishing and what you do for bass fishing. And, the offer here is with us as well. Anything we could do to help you, support you, anything we could, you ever need anything from us, you know how to get a hold of us. And I look forward to visiting with you again, hopefully maybe before the start of this tournament.
For sure. Everyone, go to World Bass Enterprise, check it out, order the pay-per-view. If you have questions, put a comment below. I will get the questions to him if you have a question directly and give you a reply back. But thank you for the time this morning. I'm going to hit end and then say I have one thing to ask you that I don't want on here. But thank you, Brian. And thank you, Patrick, and everybody else.